Picture this. A man walks into a room full of people, and without saying a single word, every head turns in his direction. That kind of presence is not accidental. It is built deliberately, carefully, and it begins with what sits on your face. Most men over 50 are wearing glasses that are silently working against them. And the damage happens every single day without them knowing. Wrong frames add years to your face. They make a man who has earned his authority look tired, dated, and forgettable. Nobody warned you about this. Nobody explained how the rules of frames change completely once you cross 50. So men default to what feels safe, familiar colors, familiar shapes, and quietly erase themselves from rooms they were meant to own. Today that changes. Because there are exactly 3 styles of black glasses that work with extraordinary power on men over 50. These are not fashion trends. These are structural decisions based on facial geometry, visual psychology, and how the human face transforms after 50. Get these 3 right and you will never again walk into an important room and feel like the walls did not notice you arrived. The first style is the slim black rectangular frame. This is not a trend, it is a permanent geometric truth that has survived every decade since eyewear began. After 50, the male face softens along its edges. The sharp angles of youth begin to fade, and this frame exists specifically to bring those angles back. The rectangular frame rebuilds your facial geometry with pure visual engineering. No surgery, no effort, just the right frame in the right position. The one rule governing this frame is alignment. The outer edge of the frame must sit directly above the outer edge of your cheekbone, not beyond it, not short of it. When this single measurement is correct, the glasses stop being something you wear and start being something you own, permanently woven into your face. The second style is the browline frame. Half solid black across the top, thin or open across the bottom, and it was built around one specific visual principle that changes everything after 50. The thick upper bar of this frame creates a powerful visual upward pull on every feature of your face. Your eyes appear lifted. Your expression transforms from resting to actively engaged. For men over 50, where gravity works silently against facial elevation every year, the browline frame does not just look good. It actively corrects what time has quietly taken. The men who built this frame's reputation were engineers, lawyers, and executives, men who needed their intelligence to arrive in the room before their words did. The third style is the small round black frame. And the word small is doing every bit of important work in that sentence. Size is the entire difference between looking like a man of rare sophistication and looking like you borrowed someone else's personality for the evening. The lens diameter must stay between 44 and 48 millimeters. Inside that window, this frame communicates depth and intellectual gravity that money alone cannot purchase. Men over 50 who wear this frame correctly project something rare, the confidence of a man who has stopped trying to impress anyone and simply started being someone. Now we go beneath the surface. Because choosing the right style is only the first layer. The details underneath are where most men silently lose every advantage they just gained. The first detail is material. Black frames exist in 2 fundamentally different worlds, acetate and metal, and your choice between them communicates your character before you say a single word. Acetate is warm, substantial, and carries physical weight in your hand. It tells every room you enter that you are a man of depth, texture, and presence. Metal frames are precise, lean, and uncompromising. They communicate that you have removed everything unnecessary from your thinking, your decisions, and your life. If you lead through relationships and trust, acetate is your material. If you lead through logic and precision, metal is your weapon. The right choice is the honest one. The second detail is lens clarity. For men over 50, clear lenses are the correct choice in almost every situation, and the reason goes deeper than aesthetics. Your eyes carry decades of experience. They carry the weight of decisions made under pressure, failures absorbed, and recoveries earned. Clear lenses let people see all of that and feel it. Every time you cover your eyes with unnecessary indoor tint, you are hiding the single most powerful thing your face has to offer. Stop hiding it. The third detail is frame thickness. Medium weight is the standard for men over 50, not the wire frames that disappear on a mature face, not the heavy frames that overwhelm it. Ultra-thin frames whisper, ultra-thick frames shout. You are a man over 50, you have learned that the most powerful voice in any room speaks at exactly the right volume. The fourth detail is nose bridge position. When your frames slide even 3 millimeters below their correct position, your entire expression shifts, you look tired, unfocused, and 10 years older. Every morning before leaving your home, push your frames up to sit correctly on your nose bridge. 3 seconds. The return on those 3 seconds lasts the entire day. The fifth detail is temple arm fit. The arms of your frames must lie perfectly flat against the sides of your head, not pressing in, not floating away. When temple fit is wrong, frames tilt. Tilted frames create visual asymmetry that people cannot name, but they feel it every time they look at you, and it quietly undermines your presence. Have your frames professionally adjusted when you first buy them and every 6 months after. Most optical stores do this at no charge. Most men never ask. Now context. Because the right frame worn in the wrong situation works against you just as certainly as the wrong frame worn anywhere. The slim rectangular frame belongs in every professional environment: boardrooms, negotiations, presentations, formal meetings. It says you arrived prepared and intend to lead. The brow line belongs where ideas are the currency: important dinners, creative meetings, intellectual conversations. It tells the room you have thought carefully about everything you are about to say. The round frame belongs at formal and ceremonial occasions: weddings, black tie events, significant private gatherings. It adds a layer of refinement that says you understand the weight of the moment. In autumn and winter, all 3 black frame styles reach their peak power. Dark wool, heavy fabric, and black frames create a visual cohesion that tells every room you left nothing to chance. In spring and summer, browline and round frames anchor lighter outfits without adding weight. The single point of black structure holds your entire look together with effortless control. Lens cleanliness is not optional. Smudged lenses on any frame, no matter how perfectly chosen, communicate that you stopped paying attention. And that is the one thing a man over 50 cannot afford to project. Clean your lenses every morning with a proper microfiber cloth. 40 seconds. What it protects is the totality of the impression you have spent decades building. Store your frames in a hard case every night. Frames left loose on countertops warp gradually, and warped frames sit crooked on your face in ways others notice long before you do. Now the mindset, because this is what separates men who look good in glasses from men who are genuinely transformed by them. Your glasses are not covering a weakness, they are announcing a standard. The standard of a man who pays attention to everything, including the details most men dismiss as too small to matter. 3 styles, 5 details. 1 decision: to stop being invisible in rooms that should have recognized you the moment you walked through the door. This is not about glasses. This is about a man who has decided finally and completely to be seen on his own terms. That decision starts the moment you choose the right frame.